I went from drowning in debt to financially free using these 8 simple steps. Follow me for the blueprint that'll keep you financially free forever. What most financial gurus won't tell you that it's not all about the numbers game. Spreadsheets. There's a spiritual component that 99% of people miss. The foundation that makes everything possible. In the next 10 minutes, I'll walk through my complete 8-step system. Spiritual mindset shift that started it. All the exact strategies I use to eliminate debt, build wealth, create lasting financial freedom. It's not theory. These are the exact steps that I followed that helped change my life. Advice. Unlike most financial advice that focuses only on the tactics, I'm going to show you a complete picture. Mind, body, spirit, practical steps creates financial transformation. Because I've been where you are and I know exactly what it takes to break free. Biggest mistake that people make when they're trying to improve their finances, they start with tactics instead of a transformation. They try to budget and save without addressing what's happening in their mind and spirit first. Here's a reason why 78% of people live paycheck to paycheck. They know what they should do. They should save more. It's not a knowledge problem. It's a spiritual and a mindset problem. Here's what nobody tells you about wealth. It starts in mind and spirit. Gave all my troubles, fears, and anxieties to the Lord. Started each day grateful, visualizing my future self. I quit all the toxic habits, drugs, alcohol, seeking validation from others. When you put on the full armor of God, spiritual foundation isn't optional, it's essential. Without it, you'll constantly sabotage your progress because your subconscious beliefs about money will undermine your actions. Your subconscious beliefs about money will undermine your actions. I started each morning with prayer and gratitude, specifically thanking God for the financial blessings that were coming my way. I visualized myself debt-free, building wealth, and being generous. This practice rewired my brain to see abundance instead of scarcity. But mindset alone isn't enough. You need to face the brutal reality of your circumstances, which brings us to step number 2. I'll be honest, this is where most people quit because it's painful. But without this step, nothing else matters. Cue Metallica. Step 2 is going to hurt, but it's necessary. I made a budget and recorded every penny. Money in versus money out. It's painful. I literally needed some Tylenol. But you can't change what you don't measure. The moment I tracked everything for just 7 days, I discovered I was spending $437 a month on things I couldn't even remember buying. The single realization changed everything. I created a simple spreadsheet with 2 columns, money coming in versus going out. Every single transaction went into the document, no exceptions. The brutal honesty with myself revealed patterns I turned a blind eye to for years. Light shines in the darkness. You may not like it, but you will accept it. Move on. But before I show you exactly how to do that, let me warn you about the 3 budget-killing mistakes that will sabotage your progress if you don't avoid them. First mistake is creating a budget that's too restrictive. The second, having a system that tracks is not having a system to track expenses easily. And the third, which is the most dangerous, is not having a safety net for emergencies, which leads us to step number 3. The Rainy Day Remix. Save $1,000 as fast as possible. Gamify it with a rainy day meter. This emergency fund is going to shield you from life's curveballs. When I started, I could barely even find $20 to save. So I got creative, sold some things I wasn't using, picked up some side gigs, and cut unnecessary expenses. Create a visual rainy day meter, such as this, on your wall. You can fill it in as you save. And coloring's fun. Watch the meter fill up, kind of becomes addictive. This $1,000 emergency fund is your first defense against the fallbacks that I have for you. Without it, any unexpected expense will send you into a rage. Think of it as your financial insurance policy. Flat tire, broken tooth, use a betcha. But once you have your emergency fund out of the way, you need to address the biggest obstacle to building wealth, your debt. And there's a specific strategy that creates psychological momentum to eliminate debt faster than you ever thought possible. Time to crush debt. Crush it. Start with the smallest balance for quick psychological wins. Use apps like YNAB to visualize your debt melting away. Stop the bleeding. I listed all my debts from smallest to largest, not by interest rate. This is crucial. Paying off the first smallest debt creates psychological win that fuels motivation for the bigger challenges ahead. Threw every extra dollar at the smaller debt while making minimum payments on everything else. When that first debt is gone, I rolled that payment into attacking the next one. This created a debt snowball that gained momentum with each victory. But eliminating debt is just the beginning. To truly be financially secure, you need to expand your emergency fund from $1,000 to a full safety net that can weather any storm. And there's a specific amount you need based on your personal situation. Safety Net Swagger. Build that beefy 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Automate everything with apps like Chime, Acorns. That's your flex against life's curveballs. Once my debt was gone, I redirected those payments to building a full emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of expenses. It's not about security, it's about confidence, knowing you can handle whatever life throws at you, how to move through the world. I automated the process completely. A portion of every paycheck goes straight to the emergency fund before you can even touch it. Chime and Acorns, like I mentioned, make it effortless, rounding up the purchase and saving the difference. Once you've got your defense in place, it's time to go on. It's time to go on offense. And there's one investment vehicle stands head and shoulders above the rest, yet most people completely overlook it or use it incorrectly. How's about a little Roth IRA magic? This is the only legal way you can avoid taxes. Save 15% for retirement in a Roth IRA, $7,000 a year, grows tax-free forever. Wife and I even pulled out $10,000 each for a down payment for our house, which was completely tax-free. It's the most powerful wealth building tool available to most Americans. You contribute after-tax dollars, but everything it earns grows completely tax-free forever. When you withdraw in retirement, you pay no taxes. I invested 15% into low-cost funds within my Roth IRA. Current contribution limit, $7,000 a year, $8,000 if you're 50 or older. And the bonus, you can withdraw your contributions, not earnings, at any time without penalty, making it a flexible option. But what about your biggest expense? Housing? There's a strategic approach to mortgage that most financial advisors won't tell you about because it depends entirely on your specific situation and current interest rates. You got a bad mortgage rate? Torch it. Got a good rate? Let inflation pay it off over time. That's what I do, and that's what the pros do. If you have a high interest rate, prioritize paying off your mortgage more aggressively. If you have a lower, preferably below 4%, you might be better off in investing the difference. Inflation actually makes your fixed rate mortgage cheaper over time in terms of real dollars. Refinance to a 15-year fixed rates if rates are low. That'll save you over $100,000 in interest over a 30-year time span of your mortgage. But the right strategy depends on your specific situation and current market conditions. Final step, often overlooked, but it's one of the things that brings the most fulfillment and completes the cycle of financial blessings. And surprisingly, it's the step that often accelerates your own wealth building in unexpected ways. Wealth Wave Give Back, my personal favorite. Give back generously. Help those who have helped you. This completes the cycle and keeps the blessings flowing. One for you, sir. As your financial situation improves, give generously to causes you care about. I set aside about 10% income for giving. That's most fulfilling part of my financial journey. Giving is not just about helping others. It reinforces an abundance mindset. It reminds us money is just a tool, not a goal. I found the more I give, the more I get back. The more opportunities come my way. It's a spiritual principle that plays out in practical ways. One for you, sir. Comment below and let me know if this has helped you in any way. Smoosh the like button and subscribe for more financial freedom. Your future self is going to thank you. Don't forget to check out my next video where we'll reveal some exact moves. Two for you, sir. Exact moves to make in your 20s to be ready for marriage by the time you're in your 30s. Including the financial conversations you must have before saying I do, even though you don't want to. Don't end up on your 5th ex-wife like me. Like and subscribe.